Welcome everyone to this exciting explainer. Today we're diving headfirst into a truly thrilling alphabet adventure to master one of the absolute most important letters out there. I want you to think of today's journey like a real expedition. We're going to uncover secrets, learn some incredible sounds, and track down all the amazing words this specific letter helps create. So gear up, get comfortable, and let's start exploring.
Here's our adventure map for today. First, we'll meet the letter E. Then we'll hunt for exciting E words. After that, sentences to spark story. Next, we'll practice your E skills. And finally, remembering the letter E. Let's get to it.
All right, first stop on our map, Section 1. Meet the letter E.
Okay, so notice the two crucial clues we've discovered right off the bat about the letter E. First up, E is a vowel. Now, vowels are basically the superstars of the alphabet, right? Because literally every single word needs at least one of them to work. Second, we're looking at its signature sound. The short letter E makes an sound. Listen really closely. Eh. Notice how your mouth opens just a little bit, and the sound comes right from the middle. You hear that perfect sound right at the start of words like egg, elephant, elf, and envelope. It's absolutely crucial that we lock this sound into our memories right now. So I want all of you explorers at home to help me out. Let's do a quick call and response. When I count to 3, shout this out loud with me with as much energy as you can muster. Ready? 1, 2, 3. E says E. Fantastic. I could seriously feel that energy from here.
Moving right along to Section 2, exciting E words.
Look at how many different places the letter E hides out. We've grouped 20 of these featured words into 3 really fun areas. First, check out the animals. We've got the massive elephant, the soaring eagle, and the slippery eel. Next, we found everyday objects, a breakfast egg, a paper envelope, a roaring engine, plus parts of you, like your ear and your elbow, and hey, even the earth itself. Finally, looking at actions and more. You can exit, you can enter, you can be 11 years old, stand on the edge, exercise, eat, shout to hear an echo, go to a big event, and use all your energy. E is literally everywhere.
Okay, let's go deeper. Section 3. Sentences to spark story.
You know, it's one thing to just find single words, but the real magic happens when these newly discovered E words team up to create whimsical mini-stories. So picture this first little story in your mind. The elephant ate an egg near the edge of the field. If you're an early reader following along with us, let's slow it down a sec. Can you spot our E words? We've got the giant, E, elephant, enjoying a tasty E, egg, right on the E, edge of the field. Now check out this next beautiful scene. Emma put a letter in the envelope. The eagle flew over the earth. It's so cool to notice how the letter E powers both really quiet, everyday actions and grand, majestic sights at the exact same time. We've got Emma and her envelope right down here on the ground, while the mighty eagle flies high above the whole earth. Now, I don't know about you, but this next one completely blows my mind. Eric exercised 11 times every day. Just wow. Can you even imagine doing an entire workout 11 times a day? Eric must have an absolutely unbelievable amount of energy, which, by the way, is another fantastic E word for sure. Oh man, imagine this hilarious situation. The elf entered through the exit door by mistake. Just picture this little elf carrying a massive stack of boxes, pushing his way inside only to realize he's walking the completely wrong way through the exit. It's a funny mistaken door scene, but it perfectly reinforces those sounds. E, elf, E, entered, E, exit. Let's actually quiet down for just a moment as we look at this next one. Ellen heard an echo near the cave. The eels swam beside the edge of the pond. Can you kind of feel that suspense? The mysterious echo bouncing off those dark cave walls, the smooth, quiet eel slipping through the water right along the edge. We are exploring a truly wondrous place right now. And then suddenly, vroom! The engine made a loud sound as it started. Ethan touched his elbow and ear. Everyone enjoyed the exciting event. What a perfect way to wrap up our story section. Bringing all these action-packed words together really shows us how an E-filled event can be just bursting with excitement. All right, moving to Section 4, practice your E skills. If you want to become a true master, you need a solid training plan. So here is a super clear, step-by-step daily practice routine for you. First, you practice spotting the letter by circling E in a big mix of other letters. Second, connect those ideas by matching an E word directly to its picture. Third, bring the story to life by reading a sentence and coloring the object, like maybe an egg in a nest. And finally, train those hand muscles to trace and write the big capital E and the little lowercase e. Sticking to these steps every day is exactly what will help everyone become strong, confident readers and writers. Let's try a rapid-fire guessing game right now. We've got some broken words here that are missing their very first letter. Let's see. Blank GG, blank AR, blank AGLE. What letter do you think goes in those blanks to fix the words? Shout it right out. Did you say E? You are spot on. E makes them egg, ear, eagle, elf, and engine. Brilliant job, seriously. And finally, Section 5, remembering the letter E. What an absolute journey this has been. We've officially reached the final summit of our quest. Let's just do a quick review of our core takeaways. Remember, E is a vowel, which makes it super important for building almost any word. E makes that wonderful short "eh" sound. We found out that we hear E right at the beginning of so many amazing words, from elephants all the way to engines. And honestly, the most important takeaway, practicing these sounds and shapes every single day is exactly what makes us incredibly strong readers and writers. You've all done a spectacularly great job mastering the letter E today. But here's the thing. The adventure doesn't actually stop just because this explainer is ending. Now it is your turn to take all this knowledge out into the real world. So I'll leave you with this final thought. When you look around your house, or your school, or your neighborhood today, what exciting E words are you going to discover? Keep those eyes open, keep practicing, and never, ever stop exploring.